So not too long ago, some priest friends of mine and I were watching the college football national championship game. This amazing game, right? High scoring, back and forth, the drama of a backup quarterback coming in. But there's a certain part though in the middle of the game where all of us said, "Whoa, did you see that?" And it wasn't because of a play on the field, it was actually a player off the field. Big strapping football player, and he had all of his tattoos, right? And commonly not just one or two, but a whole sleeve. But it wasn't a tattoo, it was the top of his shoulder. He had this branding there that all of us were just blown away by. Tattoos are a fascinating thing because they can be about a person, about an event that we want to capture and hold on to and show that they've formed us. They've created, in a certain sense, our identity, an understanding of who we are. Oddly enough, I was thinking about that with Ash Wednesday, where so many Catholics will come to receive ashes on their forehead and the sign of a cross. And it's definitely no tattoo. You can wipe it off as soon as you walk out the doors. But maybe more so than even a tattoo that can represent our identity of who we are, I wonder if it's more similar to a branding, representing whose we are. Think about how they used to brand cattle, right? It was a branding with this unique and unrepeatable sign on the cattle that showed whose they are, what owner possessed them. And I love this because the reality is that with the sign of the cross, we have been claimed by the blood of the Lamb. We have been claimed by our Heavenly Father, representing not just who we are, but whose we are. And I love St. Paul. He says, "I have been crucified with Christ. It is no longer I who live, but Christ who lives in me. I still have my earthly life, yes, but it is a life of faith in the Son of Man who loved me and gave himself for me." See, here's a man who realized he had been claimed, that it wasn't just about him and his identity and forming who he is according to, no, he had been claimed, possessed by the love of God in the cross. Think about this Ash Wednesday, this Lent, is truly an invitation to receive that possession, that we've been claimed by the cross and all of its power, right? Foolishness to the rest of the world, but to those who believe the power of God. And what would happen, truly, what would happen if Christians recognize that power? Because we all have crosses, we all have our sufferings, our pains, our afflictions, and to not allow them to be empty, but to unite them to the Lord. And I think that's the invitation this Ash Wednesday. And especially in considering on mission, right? That call of the Church of Pittsburgh to go out of ourselves to, yes, see everything that's good that awaits, everything that's awesome, everything that's hopeful, and yet also to realize there's a cross. There's a serious cross, but it's an invitation to unite our sufferings with the Lord's. And in that, to help Him redeem the world, our diocese, and our souls.